Hello and welcome to the Anime Menace podcast. I am your host, HenDiddy. I am joined here tonight with the pervy man himself, Pervy Sage.
What's good?
And also the head of the Jaegerist, Taco,
Howdy, howdy.
as we got a special edition of the Wormhole tonight. The nominees for the Anime Awards were revealed 3 days ago on the 17th. And I know we've been getting our daily votes in, but we're going to do a combined vote where it's going to be like our normal Sunday streams, the normal Madness brackets with the voting. And that's how we're going to do these votes here for y'all. So I already got Cope and Tony's votes beforehand, so theirs will be implemented on this. Oh, if my mouse just wants to work. I need to get a new mouse. There we go. Nope.
Alright, which first you want of this?
For those watching stream and seeing just the stuff fly around, you can see. God damn it. There we go. I finally got it. And then it just keeps switching to something I don't want to move. Thank you. Alright. There we go. So, first things first, we have Anime of the Year. The nominees for this year is Oshinoko, Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Bocchi the Rock, Demon Slayer Season 3, and Vinland Saga Season 2. Now, I know this has been all over TikTok, but there is, in my opinion, one extremely massive discrepancy and another discrepancy. Because Crunchyroll literally stated on December 26th of this past year, this year was the year of One Piece. Where the hell is it then? Like, there's no One Piece in Anime of the Year. Why?
There's no Attack on Titan in Anime of the Year.
I was getting to that. That's the one that I'm kind of 50-50 on. Like, I can understand why people would want it in Anime of the Year. It did do amazing. And I can also understand why these ones are over AOT as well.
I understand why Attack on Titan might not be there, but One Piece should be there.
One Piece definitely should be. AOT only had 2 episodes for the entire year, so it's understandable. One Piece had 49 episodes this year. 49 canon episodes. There's only 3 non-canon episodes this year, and they were all recap episodes. 49 canon episodes. That's more than any of these. Why is it not here? We had Sanji versus Queen, Zoro versus King, Big Mom versus Kid and Law, Gear 5th versus Kaido, the Tobi Roppo versus the other Straw Hats. Why is it not here? With that said, I have a feeling they are taking the Shibuya arc into account with Jujutsu Kaisen. But let's see here. So, both Cope and Tony voted for Jujutsu Kaisen. So that's 2 votes for JJK. Sage, what do you think out of these 6 is Anime of the Year worthy?
He's in the bathroom, so I'm gonna relay. He's sending me text messages.
How's it going, Sage?
He said JJK.
JJK. And what about you,
And
Taco?
I agree with him.
You agree with him? Yeah. For me, I'm torn, but since, from what I've read, it seems like they are really, really actually doing the entirety of Season 2 and not just hidden inventory, because normally they don't do fall until the following year. That's why Bocchi the Rock is here. So
that's fair.
Yeah, because if you figure the awards are so close to the end of the fall season,
yeah,
so they normally don't do it, but they are actually taking that into consideration for JJK. So that's what swayed my vote from Vinland Saga to JJK. We are doing our commutative podcast vote of the anime awards, Lady Sage. No, I do not want to resubmit my ballot.
Say One Piece not being there is like
It's
criminal.
crazy.
It's criminal.
Coming on the best continuing series, we
Wow,
have
I wonder where this one
Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen. Now, when I think continuing series, I think of a series that like continues from a different season. Like Spy Family Season 1 Core 2 makes sense because it was a continuation of Season 1. Jujutsu Kaisen I can kind of see because they did have that break in between the two arcs of Season 2. AOT I can definitely see. One Piece without a doubt because it's one of the few continuous animes. There's very little continuous anymore. They're pretty much all seasonal. One Piece is one of the very few continuous season series. And then Vinland Saga spanned across 2 seasons as well. Demon Slayer stayed within 1 season though.
My Hero wouldn't fall into this one, would it?
My Hero would because it fell in the fall. And so did Bocchi to Rock. Bocchi to Rock and My Hero came out the same week.
And that's criminal that they're not even nominated either.
It's not even nominated for anything.
Which is criminal. Honestly,
I mean, there are some hard hitters, but I mean, it was the Vigilante arc.
Like Demon Slayer was not nominated for Best Action, was it?
We will see when we get there. I can't remember what was all under Best Action off the top of my head.
Me either. But if Demon Slayer was there, it shouldn't have been there. It should have been replaced by My Hero.
Yeah. But I think this one is pretty unanimous of what this is going to be.
Yeah.
Cope and Tony both said One Piece.
It's the right vote.
Lady said Demon Slayer for continuing series.
Not even close.
Not even close. One Piece is the only correct vote on this one. I'm sorry.
As much as I would want to vote for Attack on Titan, it's the right vote.
Yeah. And I think it'll be like the 5th year in a row that One Piece wins continuing series.
I mean, as it should, though.
I mean, when the only continuing series, like, for actually continuous and non-seasonal, that is really going up against it, you had Conan and, up until last year, Boruto. Or, like, the only 2 that come to mind for, like... I mean, you have Crayon Shinshin. But that's a coda. That's not, like... what these are, if you know what I mean. It's like that's like Saturday morning cartoons, little kid stuff.
Yep.
But we have Best New Series. We have Oshinoko, Bocchi to Rock, Chainsaw Man, Heavenly Delusion, Hell's Paradise, and Zom 100 Bucket List of the Dead. So I think the new series is pretty self-explanatory. First seasons of something that came out. So, Cope said Chainsaw Man. And Tony said Hell's Paradise. What would your vote be, Taco?
Hell's Paradise.
Hell's Paradise?
Almost gave it to Zom 100.
Almost.
Almost.
What about Sage?
Hell's Paradise as well.
He also said Hell's Paradise.
Yep.
I went with Heavenly Delusion.
That's fair.
That's one that I've been getting on you to watch as well.
You have? Oh yeah, that's right, you have.
Demon Slayer wasn't nominated for Anime of the Year.
Good.
Oh no, it was. It shouldn't have been, honestly.
Yeah, season 3 was good, but it wasn't that good.
If there was 2 I would take off of Anime of the Year, it'd be Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man. Mainly because Chainsaw Man's Blu-ray sales flopped. Like, hardcore. And the anime actually got a lot of hate.
Replace Demon Slayer and Chainsaw Man with Attack on Titan and One Piece.
Yeah, it wouldn't even be a contest. One Piece would probably end up winning.
Oh, I mean, it deserves to win.
More than likely, One Piece is going to win everything it's nominated for.
Most like action, maybe not.
I don't know if it's nominated for action.
It is. Action's like action is a loaded question.
But with that, Hell's Paradise gets the vote from the group, which I'm not mad at the vote. Hell's Paradise was amazing.
It's really good.
It's heavy on lore too, but when you look
and
at,
I still don't understand. Oh, 100%.
When you look at Heavenly Delusion next to Hell's Paradise, Heavenly Delusion just outclasses it on lore. Of course, neither of them come close to One Piece with lore.
No.
But moving on, we got Best Film with Cope having his vote for Black Clover and Tony having his vote for Suzume. So
to me, those are both the front runners.
So the front runners, the way I look at it, because Kaguya is the #1 rated romance.
Oh, I forgot about Kaguya, but
yeah, and only 4 of these actually came out in theaters. Suzume, Kaguya, Psycho-Pass, and Blue Giant are the only ones that came out in theaters.
Yeah, because Black Clover came out on Netflix.
And Slam Dunk was like a silent drop, like it just randomly came out. So we have 1 for Black Clover and 1 for Suzume.
You can add another one for Black Clover for me.
All right, my vote is for Suzume without a doubt. That story was beautiful. And what about the Perv Master Sage?
100% Black Clover on that one.
Black Clover?
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie.
I'm mostly just being biased with it because I really like Black Clover, and anytime I get a new one, it's just like, yes.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad movie. Does it have rewatchability?
Yes.
Kinda. The way I look at it, kinda. Suzume has high rewatchability, though.
I still have yet to watch Suzume. I want to.
It's
good. Having it.
It's good. It's a supernatural.
Fair enough.
Moving into the next one is Best Original Anime. Now, I've only seen 2 of these. I've only seen Birdie Wing and Buddy Daddies. Those are the only 2 I've seen. So basically, the original anime is there's no source material for this. They just came into being. Mobile Suit Gundam being here is kind of like, can you really call that an original? Because of the Gundam franchise that there already is. But also, Birdie Wing, Bandai Namco did that. So that's pretty impressive. But Cope's vote is for Gundam. And Tony's vote is for Buddy Daddies. What is your vote for, Sage?
I'm going to give my vote to the Marginal Service.
The Marginal Service?
Yeah. It looks the most interesting to me. Like, I haven't seen any of these. That one just looks the most interesting to me.
What about you, Taco?
I like Gundam.
Gundam?
So, yeah.
So, I'm very torn with this one. Between Buddy Daddies and Birdie Wing. I think I'm going to give it to Buddy Daddies to make it a tie. So we roll the dice. Since you voted for Gundam and I voted for Buddy Daddies, I'll give you the option, Taco. Do you want evens or odds?
Evens.
Evens on the D20. It is a 7. It rolled a 7. So Buddy Daddies gets the vote.
Yeah! Okay.
Next we have Best Animation. And here's another one that's like, why is it not here? And that's One Piece.
Honestly,
Toei stepping up the animation this year.
Honestly, I can understand why it's not there.
There's
fine.
one.
It's not the best.
There's
I mean,
one
it's fine.
that there's two on here that I would remove in place of One Piece, and that would be Chainsaw Man and Mob Psycho.
100%.
JJK deserves to be here. AOT, the final chapters, deserves to be here. They fixed the issue with the CGI Titans that they had in Final Season Part 2.
Yep.
Trigun Stampede made CGI look good.
Yep.
Deserves to be here. And of course, this, I believe,
Demon
is
Slayer.
unanimous, even if One Piece was here. The one that truly deserves to win Best Animation for the second year in a row, Demon Slayer.
Oh, 100%.
And that's what Cope and Tony both said as well.
Yeah.
There's no question. As long as Demon Slayer as long as UFO Table is animating something, that anime is going to get Best Animation.
100%.
Moving in the best character design. So we have Oshinoko, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, Hell's Paradise, and Trigun Stampede. Now, Taco heard me say this the other night when I was getting Cope's votes, but I cannot bring myself to vote for Demon Slayer for this category. The characters have too much of a resemblance to Madoka Magica characters that it just creeps me out.
Inosuke feels original.
Inosuke actually does look good, but the rest of them, it's just like, I understand that they were going for a different art style look for their characters in the manga, and I know the animation team just brought what was on the page to life, but it's not my favorite art style. With that said, for character design, Cope voted for JJK, and Tony voted for Oshinoko. And I will say my vote is for Trigun Stampede. What about you, Taco?
Trigun.
Sage?
They got a triple.
Trigun Stampede?
Yeah. Trigun, I will say, Stampede really, surprised me.
It did. When I first started watching it on the first episode, I was like, oh no, it's going to be CGI? It's going to be fully CGI?
Yeah, and then...
halfway through the first episode, it's like, okay,
I'm
here for this.
It's like, oh, this actually looks good, When they actually go down to detail with him reloading his gun and etc.
Yeah.
It's so smooth.
The opening was beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
The art, the cinematography of the... Because when I look at cinematography, I think of the landscapes, the backgrounds, and everything. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And then the art spreads at the end of every episode after the credits.
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god, I almost screenshotted all of them to make up my wallpapers. They're that beautiful.
The intro, whenever it shows you the title Trigun and the sand just blows over it.
Yeah.
Plus,
it's
nice.
A beautiful song. Kombi is a beautiful song. I had that song on repeat for a week when this was airing.
I know. I won't forget whenever I told you I was going to pick up Stampede immediately right after I watched the original Trigun. You're like, you're going to love the intro. I listened to that for a week straight without listening to anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I basically did that with Broken Games too from Shangri-La Frontier. Another beautiful song.
Yeah.
Next, we have Best Director. So we have Daisuke Hiramaki from Oshinoko, Keiichiro Saito from Bocchi the Rock, and I apologize if I butcher any of these names. I'm normally good with Japanese names, but I do apologize if I do butcher them, because this next one is probably going to be butchered. We have Shota Goshozono from Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. We have Hiro Takamori from Heavenly Delusion, Ryu Nakayama from Chainsaw Man, and Yurichio Hayashi from Attack on Titan. So, Cope voted for Shota Goshizono from JJK. And Tony voted for Yuichiro Hayashi from Attack on Titan. I bet you didn't see that coming, Taco.
Fucking what?
Yeah, Tony actually voted for AOT. It's crazy.
What?
I have a feeling you also voted for Yuichiro.
Of course I voted for Attack on Titan. Did you see that?
What about you, Sage?
Incredible.
I'm going Shota.
Shota Goshono?
Yep.
So I'm also going with Shota as well. Don't get me wrong, all 6 of these directors killed it.
I still can't believe you voted for Attack on Titan.
I can't either.
I'm like baffled. I thought I was gonna be the only one.
The difference, and I can understand why One Piece wasn't in Best Director. One Piece has about 5 to 8 directors that they switch in and out between episodes. So it makes sense. For seasonal animes, they normally have one set director. But Shota does get the most votes. Next up, we have Best Cinematography. Now, think of this when you're thinking of your votes. Think of the landscape, the background, and the use of camera angles. With that said, Cope voted for Jujutsu Kaisen, and Tony voted for Vinland Saga. And go ahead, Sage. What are you voting for?
I'll pass this over to Taco because I need a second.
Taco.
What's up for it again?
Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer Season 3, Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Chainsaw Man, Heavenly Delusion, and Vinland Saga Season 2.
Oh, Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan.
Big shock.
Big shock. The way I look at it is there's 3 legitimate contenders for this because Chainsaw Man and AOT take place in Tokyo. And then you have JJK and AOT, or not JJK, Vinland Saga and AOT, which have beautiful sweeping landscapes in both of them. So my vote is for Vinland Saga on this one. And we come to Sage.
I mean, JJK looks good and all, but like...
Yeah, but when it comes to like cinematography and like the use of... It has very good use of camera angles. But then you look at the landscape and you're like, okay, it's Shibuya.
Yeah, it's like, oh, it's Kyoto. Oh, it's Tokyo. Oh, it's...
And then you look at... It's similar for Chainsaw Man. Great use of camera angles, but then it's like, we're in metropolitan area Tokyo. You look at AOT and you got this unique world with wide sweeping landscapes and beautiful scenery. And then you have Vinland Saga. Granted, the second season of Vinland Saga takes place in, I believe, modern day Germany or France. It's on the other side of the Isle of the Scandinavian areas. Because you have to take a boat to get there. And even though it's based on 11th century Europe, the landscape is just amazing. It's beautiful. Like, I mean, in the first half of the season, Einar and Thorfinn literally take a forest and turn it into a wheat farm. Like, imagine the cinematography going through that.
Yeah.
Heavenly Delusion, I'm not sure. I mean, it does have its own unique area that it created. The camera angles were hit or miss. And then I'm not sure what metropolitan city they're in. I don't know if it's Tokyo. I don't even know if they're in Japan. But it's still the way they depict it and the landscapes that they do show is amazing. Now, I believe Trigun Stampede should have been on here for cinematography.
Oh, 100%.
If Trigun Stampede was here, it would make the vote even harder because then it'd be a 3-way for me between AOT, Vinland, and Trigun.
Oh, 100%.
With that said, Sage, you have your vote.
I'm giving my vote to Demon Slayer on this one.
To Demon Slayer. Okay.
Yeah. Only reason, because I haven't really seen much top the Muzan's castle thing.
Oh,
Like
the
anytime
Infinity Castle.
the Infinity Castle, every
That
time I see that,
that
it's
is
just
beautiful.
yeah.
The landscaping really wasn't a plus in this season until like the very end, like the last episode.
Yeah.
But the camera work and the camera angles, especially
Yeah.
in Mitsuri's fight
Yeah.
against the giant wood dragon,
Yeah.
that was beautiful.
Yes. Like Demon Slayer may not have the best story of all time.
No,
But
it's
boy,
one of the
is it
most
good with
mid.
everything the fuck else. With everything the fuck else, it knocks out a goddamn park.
Well, that's all thanks to UFO Table. Like that,
Yep.
that is 100% thanks to UFO Table.
Oh yeah. No debate. I believe it.
Yeah. With that said, we have 2 votes for Vinland Saga. So Vinland Saga does get the vote on it. Next, we have Best Art Direction. Now, art direction involves all things visual to create the look and feel of the anime. Color design and animation style are only some of the considerations. So, color and animation is what we're looking at here. Like the style of it all. We have Oshinoko, done by Studio Doga Kobo. Demon Slayer Season 3, of course, done by UFO Table. Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2, Chainsaw Man, and Hell's Paradise, all done by MAPPA. And Zom 100, Bucket List of the Dead, done by Bug Films. For this one, Cope's vote was for Demon Slayer. Tony's vote was for Hell's Paradise. And my vote is for Zom 100. The use of color as blood, because the main character Akira saw the world as grayscale because of the horrendous job he worked, and then when the zombie apocalypse happens, he's like, I can finally see it again, the world in color, and instead of just red blood, it's just all types of different colors.
Blue, green, purple. Well, that's great.
It's the way they went with the color scheme and the animation for Zom 100. Bug Films killed it.
Oh yeah, it was great.
No pun intended.
No, should be completely pun intended.
Yeah, it's Zom 100. It is a comedy at the end of the day, so yes. You can say Zom 100 killed you with laughter, though. With that said, what are y'all's votes for? I see only like 2 real contenders for this, and that's Demon Slayer and Zom.
Alright. So, I feel like one could have been replaced. Again, I feel like it could have been added. Trigun should have been added.
Trigun and One Piece.
Yeah, I agree. They should have been added.
I would say Chainsaw Man and JJK Season 2. And I know there's probably controversy saying JJK Season 2 shouldn't have been nominated for this. But
you're not wrong.
This is Hidden Inventory, I can see, but Hidden Inventory also does get extremely depressing at the end of it.
True.
And then you have Shibuya, which is just nothing but depression.
Yeah, basically.
Hell's Paradise, it has that depression feel to it, but the island that they're on...
Oh, it's colorful.
Like, yeah.
Extremely.
Of course, Demon Slayer and Zom 100 are going to be the front runners of this category.
And those are the 2 I was stuck between.
And then Oshinoko has a beautiful use of colors as well. I mean, being about an idol makes sense. But I definitely think One Piece should have been in here because the colors, especially with Gear 5th, like everyone knew Luffy was going to turn white for Gear 5th. The question was, how was Toei going to do it? And of course, they had the updated animation style for Gear 5th.
Honestly, I think even with Gear 5 and all that, Demon Slayer still wins this.
I have a feeling Demon Slayer will, but you also have to take into account Zoro versus King. The colors in that were insane.
So personally, I didn't see that. So
I'll have to show you a clip of it. And then the same thing with Sanji versus Queen. I mean, you had Sanji. Apologies for the spoilers, but he unlocked Ifrit Jambe, which is an upgraded form of Diablo Jambe. And all I'll say is it's a different color.
fair enough.
And it was beautiful. And of course, they had that like oil pastel animation style that they introduced, which was insanely beautiful. But yeah, so we have 1 vote Demon Slayer, 1 vote Hell's Paradise, 1 vote Zom 100. Definitely the top 3 out of all the nominations for this. And Oshinoko is a close 4th.
Personally, I'm going Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. And how about you, Sage?
Oh, JJK.
JJK, really?
Yeah.
For art direction? I mean, hidden inventory I can understand, especially the scene where Gojo unlocks Hollow Purple. But that's where it gets the most.
Well, in my opinion, every time they use their curse energy, you just see the flames.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Like every minute detail.
Water.
I mean, yeah, Mappa does make that look good. So I can see that. But when I think of art direction in JJK, I think of Gojo unlocking Hollow Purple, that whole sequence.
I think that's fair.
But with that said, Demon Slayer does get the vote.
Which it does deserve it. I've been just sitting here thinking of which one I'm going to vote for. Those were the 2.
That's what, Zom 100 and Demon Slayer definitely are the 2 frontrunners of this category. And I feel like because of Demon Slayer's popularity over Zom 100, Demon Slayer is probably going to end up winning this.
Probably.
Next, we have Best Romance. Oh, boy. The category y'all are worst at.
I've been waiting for it. I've been waiting for that.
So we have Horimiya, The Missing Pieces by Studio Cloverworks, My Happy Marriage by Kinema Citrus, Skippin' Loafer by PA Works, Insomniacs After School done by Linden Films, same people that do Tokyo Revengers, My Love Story with Yamada at level 999 by Studio Madhouse, and Tomo is a Girl by Les Douce. So Cope's vote was for Insomniacs After School, and Tony's vote was for Tomo is a Girl. What are you going to vote for, Sage?
I'll side with Tony. I'll give it to Tomo.
Tomo?
Yeah.
So Tomo is basically about a tomboy, a tomboy girl and a dude who were childhood friends. He didn't realize that she was a girl until middle school. And in the very first episode, she confesses, but the dude is he thinks it's it's like a friend's love type thing. It's not actual love. And then the whole series is just her trying to get him to notice that she is a girl and she is truly in love with him. What about you, Taco?
I'm going Skippin' Loafer because the title's funny.
Skippin' Loafer. So Skippin' Loafer is about a countryside girl who moves to the city to try to become a politician. And she meets this guy who is in her class who used to be a childhood actor. Controversy happened. He got caught up in a scandal, and he doesn't act anymore, and he tries to erase that part of his past. It's not him. And it's just about how their fates intertwine, and He loafs around at school while she's trying to skip ahead of the competition, hence the title. But
What a title.
I gotta go with Tomo is a girl as well. That series was very enjoyable. I would vote for Insomniacs After School, but I have not watched it yet, and I've only read like 30 chapters of it. So Tomo gets the vote. Next up, we have Best Comedy, and there's only one correct answer for this. I want to hear what y'all think the correct answer is.
I know what your answer is.
Well, you know, because I said it last night. I said it the other day to you.
No, even if I didn't know, I still knew your answer. It's Mashal.
Is that your vote as well?
It was between that and Spy Family.
But
yeah, my vote's Mashal.
I feel like Spy Family has way more chances for comedy than it actually takes advantage of.
They're trying to remember. It is technically a slice of life.
It is a slice of life. It is a slice of life
is not.
action. Spy Family is a slice of life action. Mashal's just comedy.
Like, Mashal's just funny.
Today's episode broke me. I could not breathe. That was how hard I was laughing. Because of what happened in today's episode. And it literally got me thinking, this series truly has a chance to pass Gintama as the funniest series ever.
It's a little early now, don't you think?
Well, Mashal's manga's done.
That's fair.
But Cope voted for Zom 100 and Tony voted for Mashal. So, Sage, what is your vote for?
I'm going to go with Spy X.
Spy. Also, the fact that Mashal is a spoof on Harry Potter.
Oh, completely. It's hilarious. It's Black Clover and Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's got the Black Clover for the anime elements, but I would say it's like a 90% to 10%. Like 90% Harry Potter, 10% Black Clover.
Yeah.
Because you look at it.
Hazard wary.
You look at it like, I can't remember if it's episode 1 or 2, but they even have a Draco Malfoy character that Max just puts into the floor.
I believe it's the second episode.
The second episode?
Yeah.
It's a beautiful series. I'm so happy A1. A1 is killing it. They got the second season of Mashal going on and fucking solo leveling.
Which the dub's finally out for that, so I gotta watch the first episode of that.
I do have to watch the first episode of the dub as well.
I heard it's insane.
I'm liking the sub right now, so I might end up watching it twice.
I'm gonna watch it twice.
Because the sub is doing good.
I agree.
But yeah, Mashal gets this vote as we move on to Best Action, and One Piece is here.
This is just a loaded question.
We have Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, JJK, Bleach: The 1,000-Year Blood War, Demon Slayer, and One Piece.
Take out Chainsaw Man for My Hero Academia. I swear to God.
I can see that, but I can also see why Chainsaw Man is here instead of My Hero.
Alright, then at least take out Demon Slayer for My Hero. My Hero deserves
I can see that. I could definitely see Demon Slayer being taken out for My Hero more than Chainsaw, because you figure that first episode of Chainsaw Man.
That's true.
When Denji gets sliced up.
Yeah.
The action starts there, and the action does not stop.
I mean, that's fair. But
Demon Slayer,
My Hero deserves to at least be nominated for this.
Demon Slayer, I think the whole reason it's here is because of the final battles between Upper Rank 4 and 5, Maritria.
Probably.
The Mist Hashira and the Love Hashira.
Probably.
But if it wasn't for Sanji versus Queen, Zoro versus King, Luffy versus Kaido, all those fights in One Piece, I probably would have voted for Bleach, because this was a very, very battle-heavy arc for Bleach. Like, 1,000-Year Blood War in general, there is not a lot of dialogue in this arc in the manga. Like 80% of the manga is battle panels with no dialogue. That's how battle heavy this arc of Bleach is.
Say, this is just literally a loaded question.
This is. With that said, Tony and Cope both voted for Bleach. Studio Period killed it. Like, I don't understand how Bleach didn't get art, like animation, cinematography, and art direction either. I don't know how it didn't get nominated for them.
Nope. What does it have? 2 nominations and that's it?
It has this one and then Johnny Young Bosch.
Yep.
Like, how is Bleach getting dogged on this hard? With that said, my vote is without a doubt for One Piece, though. So we got 2 votes Bleach, 1 vote One Piece. Sage, what is your vote?
I'm gonna go with the King of the Pirates.
One Piece.
Yeah, even though I'm not there yet, I know what's coming.
Yeah.
I may not be there just
crazy.
yet.
You're almost there. You're almost there.
I'm almost done with Whole Cake. I have 6 more episodes left.
Yeah, I will definitely let you know what episode number started the year, so you know when you're on the 2023 glory that was One Piece. Which, it still bugs me that Crunchyroll would literally put out an official statement on the 26th of December 2023 saying that this was One Piece's year, like this was the year of One Piece, and then not give it an Anime of the Year nomination. I cannot believe the hypocrisy of that.
You know, they were just really wanting every One Piece fanboys chain real quick.
Like, dude, when the nominations got revealed, TikTok and Twitter was blowing up with pissed off One Piece fans.
Shout out Tracy Allen.
Tracy was one of them, yeah.
I love the video. It's him. It's him as One Piece and Attack on Titan. But they're yelling at Psalm 100 Jujutsu Kaisen the whole time.
Even in his video, he has AOT go like, "I understand how I didn't make it, but you, man." Like, he had AOT go, "I understand why I didn't make it." And yeah, Zom 100, as good and as funny as the series is, it was like, what, a 5-month hiatus?
3 months.
Like, it started in the summer series and didn't finish till Christmas. Like, JJK had a reason for its 1-month hiatus because it was going from hidden inventory and it was giving the viewers a chance to prepare for the incoming craziness that was Shibuya. But what is your vote for, Taco?
I'm voting for the Rumbling.
Yeah, so they do have it specified as Special 1, which I feel was more... Well, the Rumbling technically started at the final episode of Part 2. The first special was more drama than it was action. If anything, it was the second special. The second special...
Hanji?
Don't get me wrong, Hanji is like my favorite character in the series, dude. That was a beautiful moment. Did she really need to do it? I don't think she really did need to do it.
It's the way she wanted it to happen.
But it wasn't the need, it was what she wanted. And you know, Hanji always goes for what she wants.
Yep.
But I do see Special 2 being more of the action-heavy one, especially because you have the final battle on top of Eren.
I mean, yeah.
Which takes up the majority of the episode.
Which is great.
I saw the first special being
Battle heavier.
I saw the first special being more drama-heavy.
It's fair, though. I have to give it its vote. There's no way I can't knock it.
So we have another dice roll, though, between Bleach and One Piece. Figures 2 people that voted for One Piece are here, and the 2 people that voted for Bleach are not. So, Sage, Should One Piece get evens or odds?
Since the number 1 is an odd, we'll go odd.
Odd. All right. Oh no.
I see what you did there. One Piece. You went for what? You went for. I see what you did there.
It's a 6.
Motherfucker.
Bleach gets the vote, which I'm not mad about. Like I said, if One Piece...
You are deep down, don't lie.
Kinda. But if One Piece wasn't... if One Piece wasn't here, Bleach is what I would be voting for because of how battle-heavy this arc is. Next, we have Best Fantasy. Now, I was shocked when Cope gave me his vote for this one. Even though it's the correct answer, though. But we have Demon Slayer, Season 3, Mashal, Magic and Muscles, Ranking of Kings, The Treasure Chest of Courage, which I don't... I like Ranking of Kings. I don't think The Treasure Chest of Courage should be nominated for anything. Because all it is a collection of moments from the first season. It's not even new content. So I don't think it should have been nominated for anything. That's my own personal preference. No hate on the series in general. I like the series. I love the idea of how Bocchi's character is being the main character. We also have Hell's Paradise, Mushoku Tensei Season 2, and The Ancient Magus Bride Season 2. Cope and Tony both voted for Mushoku Tensei. What is your vote for, Sage?
I'm going to go Hell's Paradise on this one.
Hell's Paradise? And what about you, Taco?
Yeah.
I'm giving it the Mashal.
The Mashal?
Yep. It's literally a fantasy world.
It is a fantasy world.
It's literally a fantasy world.
I feel like I got these like tunnel vision goggles on that are just like Mashal is a comedy. Mashal is a comedy. Mashal is a comedy.
Yeah, so it's literally a fantasy world.
I mean, when you watch Mashal, you can see how you can get that tunnel vision on Mashal, though.
Oh yeah, I mean it's hilarious.
My vote though was for Mushoku Tensei, which I feel like should have been nominated for a lot more.
That's fair.
Like at least cinematography.
Yeah.
With that, Mushoku Tensei does get 3 votes, so it gets the vote. Moving on, we have Best Drama. We have Oshinoko, Heavenly Delusion by Studio Production IG, To Your Eternity Season 2 by Studio Drive, Attack on Titan, My Happy Marriage, and Vinland Saga Season 2. Now,
In my opinion, there's only one right answer.
Cope voted for AOT. Tony voted for Vinland Saga. And my vote is for To Your Eternity. Sage, what is your vote for?
I'm going to have to give it to AOT on this one.
AOT. And Taco?
You already know. You already know.
If AOT is there, it's Taco's vote. Except for if it's continuing series and it's going up against One Piece.
No, see, trust me, like animation, I went against it for Demon Slayer. Like, I know,
Yeah,
like
that makes sense.
I mean, like, there's things you're like, yeah, okay, Attack on Titan, as much as it is my favorite, it's not the best at everything. But the stuff that it's really good at, it's really good at.
Yeah.
To me.
Now, if there's a category for character writing and character development, and let's say the nominations were Vinland Saga, Attack on Titan, Oshinoko, Chainsaw Man, One Piece, and Bleach, what would you vote for?
Okay, one more time.
So character development and character writing, Attack on Titan, Vinland Saga, Oshinoko, Chainsaw Man, One Piece, Bleach. What are you voting for?
I give it to One Piece simply because of Mikasa being fucked up as a character. Like, I mean, it's true. If Mikasa was a better written character, I would say AOT without even, like, a question.
I mean,
I mean,
the way I look at it is
Aaron is one of the best main characters ever written. And there's a lot of depth to Levi and Erwin and Armin. The list can go.
I would say the character.
Mikasa kills it.
I would say, in my opinion, the best written character was Bertolt.
No.
Not Bertolt. Reiner.
No. No. I have personal vendetta and beef against that man. No.
Why? Because he's Gobby's cousin?
No. I mean, that just adds to it. No. He should have been dead like 6 times.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
The dude has
I
more
will not
plot armor
deny
than
it.
Gojo.
I
We
will
can say
not.
that now.
I will not deny Reiner should have died multiple times. I will never deny that.
We can officially say that he has more plot armor than Gojo.
Here's the funny thing, though. Gege straight up said, the creator of JJK straight up said, my characters don't have plot armor. If they die,
I don't know about all that,
die.
though. I don't know about
And
all that.
he
now.
admits he kind of messed up when making Gojo the way he did.
I don't know about all that.
Gege
But-
doesn't believe in plot armor.
But, like, literally, he should have been dead like 6 times.
I
Honestly-
will never deny that.
The perfect way to end off his character would have been the battle at Shiganshina in season 3. Right there would have been perfect. They take
That-
out Berthold and Rana. Right
I-
there. It would have been perfect.
I do feel like that would have been good, but due to the fact that they only had one vial of the serum, it makes sense that at least one of them survived between the two of them.
And Armin played Mr. Steal Yo Life from Berthold.
Yeah. But where I do believe he 100% should have been dead,
Rumbling?
no, protecting Falco
Oh, 100% when
at
Aaron,
the ceremony
Bob-
when the war started.
Yep. Oh,
That is
I'll never forget
100%
that.
where he should have died. He should have died protecting Falco.
I will forever agree with that.
And leading
Yeah,
up to that
it's not
moment,
honest.
his writing was good. He had great writing.
Oh, he's not a bad written character. It's just like I guess I just can't stand him that like they just kept him alive and kept him
Yeah.
alive and,
And
kept him alive.
that's nothing on his character development or anything. That's
No.
just on Isayama.
Yeah, I mean he's not he's the only bad character written in AOT to me is still you could argue Historia, whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, there's not
I-
much to her,
I feel
but it's Mikasa.
Mikasa, Historia, and Ymir are definitely the top 3 worst written.
So Historia has more depth than Mikasa, though.
Not wrong. Not wrong. I would also say Levi's squad.
I wish we had more.
Yeah, I feel like there was not enough given for them for
Yep,
them to
I
be
agree.
considered good side characters.
I agree.
Which
If there was-
sucks
I
because
wish
they
we
were
had a little
they were supposed
longer.
to be these badass characters. And what do we get?
And they
in
got
what do we
murked
get
by
in their
Annie.
first fight sequence with them?
And them getting murdered by
dead.
Annie.
Then you had the ones at the tower in season 2. Yeah,
That was with Historia and all them though.
Yeah, that was when the 104th couldn't fight and they were stripped of all their gear and held in this tower.
Yeah, and then
had-
Aaron randomly showed up.
No.
I guess they were like,
Zeke was the one that showed up.
no. I mean, like later on, Aaron eventually showed
Oh.
up.
But I'm talking about the squad that was protecting them when Zeke was raining boulders at them.
Yeah. Zeke wanted to play MLB The Show.
But yeah, even other mangaka have also said though that when it comes to writing characters, no one beats One Piece. Which
No,
I kind
It's
of
hard.
find discrepancies in that. I will agree, One Piece has some of the best written characters in all of manga. I will,
but never
say
forget Foxy.
that. Yeah, Foxy, but he was meant to be that way. He was meant to be that way. The anime kind of ruined the way he was supposed to be. He was different in the manga, not by much.
Just say one name. He has red hair, and his name is Shanks. He slaps everybody in AOT.
But Vinland Saga has extremely good character writing. And Vagabond are also up there. And then Berserk. I would say
Vagabond. I mean,
I would say
Vagabond's.
the top 4 when it comes to character development and character writing are without a doubt One Piece, Berserk, Vagabond, and Vinland Saga.
No, I'm giving that AOT over Vinland Saga.
You haven't read enough. You have not seen enough Vinland Saga.
Naruto does have good character rating. I agree, but also it's very poor. Has good and very poor.
No.
Naruto's like interchangeable. First, Naruto has
some of the worst character development.
Yes, they do, but they have some that are.
Like, name me a character that actually progressively changes as the story goes on.
Naruto.
Sasuke.
Kakashi.
Nope.
Gaara,
I will give you.
Bit.
Shikamaru does not. He starts off as a genius and he never changes.
Itachi has a lot.
Itachi I would say, is more forced. Is more circumstantial.
Obito has
forced.
A lot.
Obito, I would agree with. Obito and Gaara are like the only 2 I truly agree with in the entirety of the series.
Lee has a good bit.
Does he though? Does he though?
Early Naruto. Chunin exams, yeah.
No, because he's still the same way. He even says, due to surgery, because I want to fight.
Well, I mean, yeah, he's committed. Everyone loves Lee for that.
Doesn't change.
Everyone loves Lee, okay?
Like, he didn't change. And what did he get in Boruto? He's now a background character that had like 10 lines in all 293 episodes.
But that's because it's Boruto.
It's still, it's the same characters.
But I mean, Naruto has good ones and it has bad ones.
It has two worth mentioning.
I really can't say a Sage and Six Path. You don't get a lot of him.
No, and
you get enough.
We get told like we get the lore of what he is, and then when we meet him, that's exactly what he is.
There's only one character I wish we had a ton more on, and it was Minato. Hashirama and Minato. Minato too.
I mean,
you get a lot of Madara though.
Do we really need more of Minato though? Like, we know how his childhood was, especially with the one shot. We know how it led up to him being picked as Hokage and how he died. There's not much more of his character we need. Hashirama, there's so much we need.
I would love to get more in depth with like Indra and all them, but I don't think we're ever gonna get that.
No, like when the Naruto Top 99 was going on, I was doing every day. I was voting for Hashirama.
I voted for Minato every day.
Like, if there's anyone that truly needed a one shot, it was Hashirama. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, seeing Minato create the Rasengan was like the only bit of information from Minato that we didn't have. Was actually seeing him create it, and we got that in the one shot.
Jiraiya would have been cool. I agree.
Jiraiya, seeing more young Jiraiya and not just the little bits and snips that we got. Seeing more of seeing the actual fallout between him and Orochimaru before Orochimaru started doing the illegal research. That's what I would have wanted to see.
Mm-hmm.
And either way, AOT gets his vote, and we move on to Best Slice of Life. Another category that y'all two aren't real big in. We have Bocchi the Rock. We have Bocchi the Rock and Horimiya the Missing Pieces, both done by Cloverworks. We have My Love Story with Yamada at level 999, done by Studio Madhouse. Do It Yourself, done by Studio Pine Jam. Insomniacs After School, and Skippin' Loafer. Now, Cope voted for Bocchi the Rock, and so did Tony.
Ironically, me too.
You also voting for Bocchi the Rock? What about you, Sage? Sage.
I'll toss mine for Insomniacs After School.
Insomniacs After School. My vote is going to Bocchi as well. So Bocchi
I only
gets
gave
it.
it. I only gave it my vote because I saw it nominated for so many things I didn't vote for. I'm like, I'll give
Yeah,
it one.
I know you don't like slice of lives that much,
No,
but I would honestly give Bocchi the Rock a chance. It is about
the Port's not a band, right?
yeah, it's about an antisocial girl who wants to be a guitarist in a band, and it follows the band that they create, and it has original music in it too. That's really good. Next one we have is best main character. We have Denji from Chainsaw Man, Hitori Goto from Bocchi the Rock, Shigeo Kageyama from Mob Psycho 100, Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan, Monkey D. Luffy from One Piece, and Thorfinn from Vinland Saga. Now, Cope voted for Eren Yeager, and Tony voted for Thorfinn. And I don't even think I have to say my vote. Y'all know who I voted for.
The Monkey D. Luffy.
Yep.
Yeah, that's who I'm also voting for.
And what about
Me,
you,
me and
Taco?
me and Taco fight this.
Eren Yeager. No questions asked. Best written character on that list.
Now, I will agree, he is written better than Luffy.
100% the best written character on
He
that list.
is written better than Denji. He is
100%. The only one I'll argue is Thorfinn.
Thorfinn is
Who
the
even
one.
was close.
Thorfinn is the one who is written better than Eren Yeager, but I can understand why you don't see that yet. I really need to start winning you Vinland Saga, so you can actually see
Thorfinn
the glory
is
of
close.
Thorfinn.
Thorfinn is close.
Dude,
There's not many characters that are written as well as Eren.
I would have to argue.
Luffy's written well. Don't get me wrong. Luffy is great.
This is where
Luffy's
I'll actually
my
disagree
favorite
with
in
you.
One Piece.
Oda has specifically said Luffy isn't meant to be written well. That's why he's the way he is.
I mean, that is part of Luffy.
Now, when it comes to who's written well in One Piece, when it comes to the Straw Hats, the best written character
Zoro.
of the Straw Hats is without a doubt Roronoa Zoro.
Zoro's written really well.
Zoro is the best character written on the Straw Hats.
Sanji's also written really well too. I agree.
All of them are. But
All of them but Luffy.
The way right now.
Oh yeah, you know what? Luffy's better written than Usopp. I agree.
The best, yeah, kind of. But Usopp, Luffy, and Chopper are supposed to be on the same tier.
Usopp's way below.
The best written character in all of One Piece is Bartholomew Kuma.
That's new though.
That is new. I'm not going to tell you why he's the best written, but he is the best written character in all of One Piece.
All I could say is I called it. You told me, and I called it.
With that said, we have another dice roll. What, even or odd, Taco, for Mr. Yeager?
Well, the odds were in his favor for a long time, so I guess we'll go odds.
Odds. And he gets it. And talk about, wow, what a number to get for him, too.
What do you get?
13.
Fair enough. What's number 13?
Yeah, I really need to lend you Vinland Saga so you can just see the beauty.
Say,
honestly,
I've heard how well Thorfinn's written.
You're looking for that void to fill for AOT.
Yes, I am. I don't think I'll ever get it.
As much as I feel Solo Leveling will be able to fill that void,
it probably will.
Now that I think about it, Vinland will probably fill it better.
It might.
I mean, it's about Vikings.
Yeah, it's true.
Not only that, it's about a real Viking from history.
That's true. Same. Yeah, I'm looking for that one just to...
Now, I don't understand why Zoro did not get a nomination, but Luffy did.
Well, these are
Where?
main characters, though, right?
No, now we're on supporting character. Where
Oh,
is
I
my
thought you
man Zoro at?
Yeah, Zoro should have been nominated.
Or Sanji, like either one. But we have
Where's Nami?
Reagan. We have Reagan from Mob Psycho. We have Kana Arima from Oshinoko, which she does not deserve to be here. Reagan
I demand
100% deserves. We have Satoru Gojo from JJK.
Deserves.
We have Hanji Zoe from Attack on Titan. We have
Really deserves.
Power from Chainsaw Man. Definitely deserves. More than Denji deserved Best MC. And then we
100%.
have Suguru Geto from JJK.
Also
Now,
deserves.
This is the only category where 2 from one series is nominated.
Yep. I mean,
Which,
to be fair, they deserved it.
honestly,
So.
I feel because for this one, they're definitely going off of hidden inventory.
Oh, well, they have to be.
So I would say, this is going to sound controversial, but you could take Gojo off because Gojo is more of the main character during that arc. Gojo is the main character of that arc.
I feel like it's evenly split, though. I mean, it's a little bit more
It
towards
kind of
Gojo,
is, but
but
it is more lent
it's
to
a good
Gojo.
split. It's not by much. I think there's a good split between the two.
It's good, but because of, especially the final episode of Hidden Inventory, it's definitely like it's Gojo's arc. Because it's when Gojo
That's fair.
awakens. Geto really didn't have a true awakening of his power until Kenjaku.
That's fair.
So I that's why I feel Gojo is more the main character of that arc. So it sounds bad, but I would say you can take off Kana Arima and Gojo.
That's fair.
And I would definitely put, like, if I was to put 2 from one series, I would put Zoro and Sanji.
Since we're taking off, you know what? I'll follow you. I'll take off Gojo and oh yeah, Bakugo 100%. Oh yeah. Well, oh yeah.
Yeah, I can see
Either him or
Bakugo.
Shoto.
I can see Bakugo. I can see Deku for main character as well. Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, over Denji. Oh yeah.
Yeah, 100% over Denji.
Oh yeah.
Like if we look at the main characters, like I would, as much as I hate to say this, being the One Piece fan I
Love
am,
for Midoriya.
I could see Denji and Luffy being taken off though, and like Midoriya being put in there.
I can see Luffy staying on there,
I can see Luffy staying on there.
but Denji,
Denji,
yeah,
I can see be taken off
you could replace him with
for
Midoriya.
Midoriya.
Easy.
Um,
Gotta give Deku some love. Not much, but some.
but then for supporting character, Gojo and Kana Arima, you got Bakugo, you got Sanji, you got Zoro, you got Uryu Ishida from Bleach, you got Yuhabaha from Bleach, you got anyone from Squad Zero from Bleach. Like, Bleach killed it with side characters this past season. Like Kenpachi. Bro. Kenpachi Zaraki. If he was here, I don't care if Zoro or Sanji were on here. If Kenpachi was on here for Best Supporting Character, I would vote for him in a heartbeat.
I mean, understandable.
With that said, Cope and Tony both voted for Gojo.
They fucked up.
Which, I mean, I can understand it.
Understandable.
But if I was going to vote for a JJK character on this, which I didn't vote for a JJK character, so it takes it down to 3 possibilities because I already said Kana doesn't deserve to be here, I would be voting for Geto.
Yep.
But with that said, my vote
Honestly,
is for Hanji.
you could have said Toji. But yeah, Hanji's my vote.
Dude.
Toji would win a great vote to put over Gojo.
Toji would have been. I think it's because I don't think they should definitely have a best villain category, like a best villain character.
Oh my god! Since this would have counted, Dobby would have cleared.
Yeah, because you figure you had Dobby's
Oh
dance.
my god!
Dobby's dance was part of that season. Dobby definitely would have been. So these would be my 6 nominations for villain, if it was one of these categories. Kaido from One Piece, Dobby from My Hero,
Yep.
Toji from JJK,
Yep.
Yuha Baha from Bleach.
Yep.
See, if I say this one, they would have to be taken out of main character.
You're gonna say Eren Yeager.
Yeah, he'd have to be taken. I mean, that's rough. So I'm not gonna say Eren Yeager for it then.
No, what? No, I mean, he's everything.
I know.
He's like his character's like everything. No, I would nominate him.
Then we have Cantu from Vinland
Denji's
Saga.
Denji's nominated like fucking 12 times.
Prince or King Cantu from Vinland Saga. And need one more. I guess you could say Big Mom from One Piece.
Villain?
Yeah. Because there was 2 villains of... I mean, you could say Orochi or Big Mom from One Piece for the last one as well.
Honestly, I would love to put in Shigaraki.
Yeah, actually, Shigaraki would work.
Shigaraki
But Dobby was so much better.
I
feel.
Dobby's my favorite out of all League of Villains. Dobby's my favorite. Twice as great, but it's Dobby. You'll see.
It's my hero.
Oh,
You'll see.
Mahito.
Oh.
You got too excited. Discord was like, nope.
Yeah, I guess so. You could have put Sukuna as well, honestly.
Yeah, Sukuna, Mahito, like, dude, they need to capitalize on a best villain character category. They need to. But yeah, my vote is for Hanji. What is your vote for, Taco?
Hanji.
Hanji.
There's nobody else that's correct to vote for.
Well, I mean, if you've watched Mob Psycho, Reagan is a good choice.
I don't like. Okay, see, it's the whole animation thing. With it's like I know it's the same people who do One Punch Man.
Yeah, well,
I'm not big on the animation, like the way like character designs are and stuff.
The art style is the same way because it's the same author,
weird.
But the animation is 2 different studios. Studio Bones. Studio Bones
Mappa's doing One Punch Man. I know that.
Yeah, One Punch Man was done by Madhouse, then JC staff, now Mappa.
Which season 3 of One Punch Man is probably gonna go crazy.
Yeah, Bones has done all 3 seasons and the 2 movies for Mob Psycho.
That's fair.
And instead of like, how do I say this? Like enhancing the art, like Madhouse and like how pretty much every studio does, they like enhance the art for the anime. Bones does it for My Hero, which they kind of failed a little bit.
In some areas, not much.
A couple of the Deku scenes and Vigilante arc, they kind of dropped the ball
on. A little bit darker.
But instead of doing that, they just were like, you know what? Let's give it the fluidity that One did in the manga or the webcomic, because that's how all of One's stories start. They start as webcomics and then get turned into mangas. But let's keep the same like roughness that One had in the webcomic in the anime. And yeah, it's very unique, and the animation is definitely hit or miss. But I would try to put that behind you and be there for the story, because the story is amazing.
That's what I heard.
And what is your vote for, Sage?
I'm going for Crazy Bitch, a.k.a. Hanji.
I'm happy you clarified, because there are 2 of them on here.
Yes.
Hanji is the only crazy bitch.
No. Have you seen Power?
He has not.
Dude, you open the dictionary, the crazy, Power's right there.
Hanji's up there.
Hanji's up there, but Power is definitely more on the crazy side than Hanji. Hanji's more on the fanatic crazy side. Power's more the pure craziness.
That is true. Yeah, the whole thing with Hanji capturing a Titan thing and then naming them and the whole thing, it's hilarious.
Yeah. So Hanji gets the vote. Moving into
Hey,
must protect at all cost. I gotta turn this fan on.
easy vote. Easy vote.
So we have Anya Forger from Spy Family. We have Hitori Goto from Bochi the Rock. We have Pochita from Chainsaw Man. We have Boji from Ranking of Kings. We have Miri Unasaka from Buddy Daddies. And we have Suletta Mercury from Mobile Suit Gundam. Something of Mercury.
Words.
Words. Both Cope and Tony voted for Anya. And my vote is for Hitori Goto. Sage, what is your vote for?
My vote's going to be for Chopper, a.k.a. Anya Forger for Spy Family.
All right. And Taka?
My vote's for Bond. But no, it's Anya, 100%. Yeah. You gotta protect Bond, too. You gotta protect Anya,
Yeah.
you gotta protect Bond.
See, I was torn on this one because Miri or Mirai she's adorable. She's the daughter in Buddy Daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Which, dude, Buddy Daddies is supposed to be a slice of life comedy, but it has so much action in it too. It's two assassins come across this child and on a mission, and it turns out their target was her father. So they basically unofficially adopt her. And now it's like, how are these two assassins gonna live with this like 5-year-old girl that they're trying to raise?
Say, Anya's fine. She has a spy father and assassin mother.
Yeah.
And she has telekinesis. She can read people's mind stuff.
Yeah. So
It works out.
she knows. So it kind of takes away the comedy of them trying to hide it because she knows.
No, I think it's funnier.
But
When she goes, oh my god,
in
Dad's trying to kill Mama.
in Buddy Daddies, she's like oblivious and they're trying to hide it from her while also taking her on these assassination missions. Like they take her on a mission and she's sitting in their van. She's sitting in their like spy van. And she's like, I have to use the bathroom. So she goes up to the bad guy's house to use the bathroom. And then the one dad is just running out the back with bullets flying by him, holding her in his arms.
Jesus.
It's great. I highly suggest watching it. With that said, Anya gets the vote, which she's more than likely going to win it anyways. She won it last year. Now we have Best Anime Song. So this is just the song. This is not including the opening sequence. It's just the song from the openings. We have Idol by Yosobi from Oshinoko. We have Seishun Complex from Bocchi the Rock. We have Where Our Blue Is from Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 Hidden Inventory. We have Kickback from Chainsaw Man. We have Suzume from Suzume. And we have Work from Hell's Paradise. Now, Cope voted for Where Our Blue Is from JJK. And Tony voted for Kickback from Chainsaw Man. What is your vote for, Sage?
I'm going Where Our Blue Is.
I feel like they should have picked Special instead.
I personally agree with that. But Where Our Blue Is also good. Special is just 10 times better.
It's good, but yeah, Special, especially
It's so
for
much
like
better.
for opening sequence, which is the actual opening. The opening for Shibuya was insanely good. Like I loved it. What is your vote for, Taco?
This one, oh, there it goes. So, okay. One should be on there, and it's not there, and it's robbed. I know.
Under the Tree?
It's, yep.
Yep.
Sim was robbed.
I 100% agree. Under the Tree was so good. I mean, Bleach was robbed too. WOD and Tatsuya were robbed for Scar and Stars.
Like, Under the Tree was so good.
Under the Tree.
Like,
Was
how
amazing.
did he like how?
And it's another song that was made specifically for AOT.
Yeah, they did the Rumbling and Under the Tree, and both are incredible.
And Red.
Yeah.
All three beautiful songs. Like, I was doing the new Kahoot for my club, and I was doing 2023 openings. So I had the videos for the songs. Like, I got their official videos to try to hide what the anime was. And when it came to Idol, which was made for Oshinoko by Yosobi, Fraren's opening by Yosobi, also made specifically for Fraren, it was like, boom, in the official videos it had clips of the anime. And then you get to Under the Tree, which, if you have not seen the official video for Under the Tree,
do it
by Sim, go watch it, especially the latter half. Oh my god, the imagery. Like right before he screams, "You're free," that scene of the dude in front of the fire. Like, do you know what part I'm talking about?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were robbed.
If that was here, I would 100% vote for it.
But I voted for JJK.
Where Blue is?
Sadly. It should have been Under the Tree.
I voted for Work from Hell's Paradise. But Where Our Blue Is gets the victory, which, like I said, it's in my playlist. It's not a bad song at all.
I feel like My Hero should have been nominated. They had a really good intro too. They had really good songs to the show too.
I wasn't really a fan of their new intros. I mean, My Hero intros are always these like uppity intros too.
Season 6 wasn't though.
It was like 50-50. It didn't like.
I guess no. It was the same band that did the first one for JJK.
Yeah, I mean, the new One Piece opening, Us,
is great.
It's done by the same person who did We Are and We Go, and it's a trilogy of songs.
Okay,
that are made specifically for One Piece.
We Are will forever be the best One Piece opening.
The story of the song We Are rolls into the story of the song We Go, which rolls into the story of the song Us.
Say We Are will forever be the best One Piece opening.
Dude, Us is so good. When it comes to opening sequences, Us definitely takes the best opening sequence.
That's fair.
Which it is spoiler heavy. It is the most spoilery opening of One Piece ever.
I'll say, we actually watched it before we got on here. Yeah, the intro for Egghead.
Yeah,
that was great.
It's amazing. There's so many spoilers in it, though. Like, oh my god. Did you catch a certain redhead person in the opening, though? Did you see him?
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah. Everything that happened in that opening is going to happen in the Egghead arc.
There are so many people coming back.
Yeah. Everything in that opening is in the Egghead arc.
So we're going to get more Boa, etc.
Yeah, I mean, we already got more Boa.
Oh.
That part already passed.
Oh, that's in Wano?
No, well, so the way they're classifying it for the anime is that it's in Wano, but that is actually, like, part of, like, the in-between Wano and Egghead. So it's technically, it could be classified with either arc.
Okay.
Because in between each arc, they go around and see what's going on in the world. In between these two arcs, they went to Amazon Lily.
Shock.
And they went
it's been a while since we've seen that.
And they went to Kamibaka. And they went to I'm blanking on the name of the island, but it's where buggies hold up because of the disbanding of the Shishibukai. So
I can't remember.
They kind of visited each Shishibukai. And it's technically part of the Egghead arc. Either way, we have Best Score, which is the original soundtrack. We have Oshinoko, Bocchi the Rock, Demon Slayer, Attack on Titan, Chainsaw Man, and Suzume. Cope voted for Attack on Titan, and Tony voted for Bocchi the Rock. Now, a heads up, Oshinoko and Bocchi the Rock are both music animes. The songs that are done in both of those series throughout the season are part of the original soundtrack. Just so y'all know.
Fair enough.
So what is your vote for, Sage?
I'm gonna give mine to Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer? I wasn't a fan of their OST this season.
I didn't mind it.
What about you, Taco?
Attack on Titan.
Attack on Titan. And me, I have to go with Suzume.
One Piece should have been on here. I agree.
One Piece, I think it should have been because it
Drum for Liberation?
Yeah, which broke records. It broke streaming records. It broke viewing records for OSTs. Like, it 100% should have been on here. And if One Piece isn't on for OST next year, I'm going to be a little upset because Egghead is going to bring us a whole lot more different and unique OSTs.
Yep. But yeah, I feel like their only contest between for scores was between Suzume and AOT. I really count like the music ones. I mean, that's kind of that's a gimme.
Yeah, like I enjoyed the music in Bocchi the Rock. Oshinoko was more like eh. Bocchi the Rock had great music, but when it comes to an OST, you're thinking you think back to that that Naruto, that Bleach, or Dragon Ball. You think of those instrumentals. When
I think of scores, granted, it's not an anime. The first thing I always think of is Star Wars.
Yeah, that's a good one.
It's one of the most iconic ones.
I would say it is the most iconic original soundtrack there ever is. I would say the only thing that comes close is Victory Fanfare from Final Fantasy.
That's fair. You could also say Indiana Jones. You could say, but that's all
Indiana Jones. Yeah. When it comes to movies, Star Wars and Indiana Jones are without a doubt at the top.
When you think of scores, I feel like you have to have songs that build help
mm-hmm.
It just adds to the background. It adds to
the
where
original
they are.
soundtrack.
That too.
When you think of video games and you think of OSTs, you're thinking like RPGs. You got Metal Gear, Final Fantasy.
Call of Duty has good ones. Old Call of Duty, yeah.
Older Call of Duty, yeah. Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2.
Yeah. Not the new ones. Old ones.
Can you really call that an OST because they're actual songs that were put into the game? Granted, the multiplayer home screen for BO2 was made for BO2. But
Hans Zimmer did Modern Warfare 2.
When I think of OSTs from Call of Duty though, I'm thinking Zombies.
115.
115. The One. The Piano.
Avenged Sevenfold has a ton in there for Zombies, yeah.
Yeah, but I'm thinking before Avenged Sevenfold getting into Zombies. Where it was actually true OSTs and not songs put in. Granted, Origins, which was the first Zombies map with an Avenged Sevenfold song, being Shepherd of Fire.
No, you are wrong.
Which one
you are wrong. Not Ready to Die was on Call of the Dead BO1.
Was it? I remember Not Ready to Die being for Blackout and Zombie Chronicles.
Nope. It was for Call of the Dead all the way back in BO1. And also, slight note, there's a poster of all the Avenged Sevenfold members in Call of the Dead.
I don't remember that Easter egg.
Yep. He's the Zombies guy. I'm not going to argue with him.
And Not Ready to Die was literally made for that map. Which the whole map was directed by.
Not Ready to Die was written for map Call of the Dead. Okay,
which was
that's
the
something I
map was
did not
directed by,
know.
with the map being directed by George Romero.
Well, yeah, that much is obvious. He's in the map.
Well, yeah, but just having him even directing and helping making the map just made it so much better.
Yeah, I didn't know that because I didn't
Yeah.
have Call of the Dead until Zombie Chronicles. So the first time I heard Not Ready to Die in a zombies area was for the Zombie Chronicles trailer and for Blackout in BO4.
Okay.
So
I didn't honestly know that was the first Avenged Sevenfold in Call of Duty until maybe a few years ago. And I was like,
yeah,
oh,
I
I mean,
always
that makes
thought
sense.
it was Shepherd of Fire for Origins.
No, I would say that's probably their biggest zombies because obviously it's the build up and it's the intro to Origins.
Yeah.
It's also one of the hidden songs in Origins.
Yeah,
And
well,
it was the whole
115 is the hidden song. When
Not
you
on Origins.
Yeah, the three glowing stones on Origins plays 115. Because
I know there's a second.
that's a
I know there's two hidden
that's
songs on there.
That's an element 115 dig site.
I really thought it was on. I know there's one. Well, no, I know there's one. There's two hidden songs on Origins, which one's
I only know about
finding the elemental rocks,
Yeah, elemental rocks.
and then
gives you
there's
115.
another one where I think you're looking around for helmets or something.
I never really messed with that Easter egg.
I don't really, but I had a friend who I used to play zombies a lot.
Oh, I
He
do
would
Easter
do
eggs all the
nothing
time.
but Easter eggs,
But that's one of the Easter eggs that I didn't really know of or do.
which is fair.
But yeah, and then when you think of OSTs for anime, one of the most popular ones for OSTs is Bleach. You have
Oh, 100%.
number one,
Bleach and
Treachery,
Naruto.
Invasion, like
Dragon Ball 2. Yep. Bleach, Naruto, and Dragon Ball. I
Dra-
put those as the big ones.
Dragon Ball.
One Piece 2.
One Piece, I would say, yeah, because you have Overtaken, which debuted in Arlong Park.
You get the Super Saiyan.
Yeah. I would say
Getting later on.
the OSTs for Dragon Ball didn't truly take off until Ultra Instinct.
And then when you get later on, Dragon Ball, you get Ultra Instinct, which sounds
Yeah.
fantastic. That's iconic as hell now.
And then you got JoJo's is another one.
Yep. JoJo's too.
So like with all that in mind, the only two that look right for me in this is AOT and Suzume. And Suzume has a whole album for its OSTs that came out the day the movie came out.
That's fair, though.
So
That's some Star Wars stuff right there.
Berserk
That's pretty cool that they
Berserk
did
has
that.
a great OST as well.
It's fair. So I didn't know they put out an album for it. That's pretty cool. I know Star Wars used to do that when they put out
Yeah.
movies.
All these like Studio Ghibli and the Comics Wave films all do that. Like Your Name has one. And
That's cool.
Silent Voice has one. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas has an album. Weathering
That
with
catches me
You.
off guard every time.
I have it right here.
Ain't gonna taste good. Ain't gonna taste good, man. I can tell you that. It ain't gonna taste good.
Oh no, that's 5 centimeters per second, which also has an album.
Nah, the banker's a little bigger than that.
Where did I put it? I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I know I have it. Oh, I think it's back there.
Don't eat my pancreas.
But either way, AOT does take the vote here, though. Which I'm not mad. It's one of the two that truly deserve to be on it. Now we have best opening sequence. Now this is the entire sequence as a whole.
And should have been Sim. But, just
Well,
saying.
the thing is, they didn't have an actual opening sequence for that song. And I think
They
that's
do.
why...
It's just a video.
Yeah, I think that's why. Because like in the actual episode, it doesn't actually have... The song's in it, but it doesn't actually have an opening sequence.
Which is criminal.
Which is why I think it wasn't nominated for Anime Song and OP.
That makes sense, though.
Now, I will admit, One Piece not being here, I'm fine with. Was it Paint, which was opening 24, came out in 2022, and then opening 25, Rise. We only had it for like a month and a half, 2 months. And then we got opening 26, Us. So I cannot 100% understand One Piece not being here. Bleach, on the other hand, where is Stars by WOD? Why is that not on here for opening sequence? And of course,
Special should have been on there.
Special should have been on here instead of Where Our Blue Is.
Yep.
And then Paradox, the second opening of Vinland Saga, should have been here. But with that said, Cope voted for Where Our Blue Is from JJK. And Tony voted for Work from Hell's Paradise. Sage, what is your vote for?
I'll give mine to Where Our Blue Is. As much as I wish it was special, but
yeah. And what about you, Taco?
I'm going to second this vote.
Second it.
Agreed. Also should be special, but you know.
I'm giving mine to Song of the Dead from Zom 100.
That's a good one.
Like, if you watch the opening of Zom 100 and then go watch Kanaboom's music video for Song of the Dead, you'll be like, what the hell did I just witness? The opening for Song of the Dead is amazing. And then the music video, Kanaboom's music video, is just like, huh? What is this? Either way, Where Our Blue Is gets the vote. Now we have Best Ending Sequence. Now, here's one that I do not think should be here. And that is Hawatari Nyoku Sentai. Because there are 12 endings in Chainsaw Man. So I don't think just one should be selected out of all.
You said 12.
Every episode has a different ending song and ending sequence.
Why?
I don't know, and I think this one is episode 2's.
Okay, question. Is the one that's nominated for JJK, is that the one for Shibuya? Or
That is the one for Hidden Inventory. That is not the one that foreshadows Nobara. Which, if you're...
It should have been the one from Shibuya.
It should have, 100%. If you're caught up with JJK, you'll know this, but the second ending of Season 2, the Shibuya ending, you will notice that Nobara is consistently not there for the majority of it, compared to Yuji and Megumi. Because it is specifically foreshadowing what happens to her. I love that Mappa did that. Because anyone without the knowledge would just be like, oh, it's a fun, happy opening. And that one is called More Than Words, which isn't really a happy opening. It is a very sad song. But it is still good. I have it in my playlist. But I think One Piece's ending should have been on here. Because it was the first time since 2006 that One Piece had an ending.
I agree.
With that said, Cope voted for Ko Kagare from Demon Slayer. Which, out of all these on here, other than Spy Families, it was kind of the weakest ending. And Tony voted for A Kitty from JJK. I voted for Mephisto from Oshinoko, which is by Queen Bee. And just some context, Idol by Yosobi. It's because there's two plot points in Oshinoko. You have Ruby's, which is to become an idol like her mother, and Aqua's, which is to get revenge on his father for what happened to their mother. So the opening, Idol by Yosobi, is more the cutesy talk for the Ruby's plot line, and Mephisto by Queen Bee is more of the darker tone for Aqua's plotline of revenge. So I love the dynamic of that. And it's just Queen Bee kills it. Queen Bee is great. They do the opening for Undead Unluck as well, which is Zero Ichi. Beautiful song as well. Sage, what is your vote?
I'm gonna give mine to Koi for Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Okay. Taco.
I went JJK.
Akadi from JJK.
Yep.
All right. Sage, evens or odds?
Let's go evens this time.
Evens. And Akiri or Kokorgare is going to win with a 2 being rolled.
Lit.
Which I found this to be one of the weakest endings. But that's just me. Next we have best voice acting Japanese. So these are the Japanese voice actors. We have Atsumi Tanizaki playing Anya Forger. We have Kikunosuke Toya playing Denji. We have Yoshino Aoyama playing Hitori Goto. We have Yuki Kaji playing Eren Yeager. We have Yuichi Nakamura playing Satoru Gojo. And we have the legend herself, Mayumi Tanaka, playing Monkey D. Luffy.
There's only 2.
There is...
There's only 2.
I'm sorry, I would expect you to say 3.
I'm talking about Gojo.
I was saying between these, there are 3 frontrunners.
Who's your third? Because I'm only thinking of 2 right now.
You have Mayumi, of course.
Yep.
Yuchi.
Yep.
And Yuki. You cannot deny Yuki Kaji's performance.
As Eren?
Yes.
Oh, that's the. Oh, I was only thinking of him in.
I mean, in part 1, he barely speaks of the special.
I always forget her name from One Piece. Mayumi. That was the only 2 I was thinking of.
Yeah, I was thinking of those 3, but I'm also thinking of Special 2, which isn't in consideration.
It should have been.
It should have been, because that would also bump Eren Yeager's voice actor up, because in Special 1, barely any lines. Like, almost none for Eren.
Oh my god, if they counted Special 2, do you think Bryce Papenburg gets nominated?
No, I still don't think Bryce...
You don't think?
I haven't watched it yet, so I don't know.
Oh my god.
But I know Yuki killed it in that post scene with Armin.
Oh, it was incredible.
But why I put him at 3rd between the other 2 is because Yuichi Nakamura killed it in hidden inventory. I mean, we have a clip of it in our soundboards.
That is true. I still think the dub was better for Gojo.
I still think that Nanami's voice actor should have got it.
Yeah.
Over Gojo's, because Nanami, his voice actor, kills it every time on screen. I still would have voted for Mayumi because of the way she does Luffy, and especially the way she did for Gear 5th. She knocked it out of the ballpark for Gear 5th. Like, like, she killed it. It was amazing. She always puts in a stellar performance. She gives her heart and soul to the character. And it's like, if I remember correctly, we're gonna deviate slightly because we're gonna look at Mayumi real quick. I want to see how many characters she's actually played. Because I don't think it's many outside of Luffy. She plays Krillin.
That's really funny.
She plays Yajirobe. She plays Konema in
Is she
Yu Yu
Quarren too?
Hakusho.
She Quarren too. Pretty funny.
I don't know. She plays Ryunosuke in Urusei Yatsura.
You didn't hear him. He's muted. He said she's a Japanese Chris Sabat. She's in everything. She's multiple things in everything.
She's not as bad as Chris Sabat. She plays the fake. She plays fake Chopper in Return to Sabaody.
That's funny.
She plays Baba Yaga in Dragon Ball.
Like I said, she's in everything.
She has a lot more roles than I thought, but a lot, like, I did not expect her to have this many roles. I think going forward, I think she's already hung up her Krillin. She's hung up the head of Krillin. Because she even said she is maybe 6 years more max of voice acting. And it's going to be Luffy is all she's going to do.
Understandably so.
But she is a living legend in the voice acting community, without a doubt. Like, even more than some of the American ones.
Oh, yeah.
I would say even more than any of the American ones. Like, we all know Johnny, Bryce, Chris Sabat, Sean Shamel. Like, we see them as legends, but she's on an even higher pedestal.
That's fair.
But with that said, Cope voted for Gojo's voice actor.
How am I not surprised?
Yuichi Nakamura. And Tony voted for Anya's voice actor.
Okay, that one I kind of seen coming out. I can't lie to you.
Atsumi Tanizaki. I thought he would vote for Bochi's or Luffy's.
That's
Yoshino
fair.
Or Mayumi. I'm voting for Mayumi Tanaka. Like, is that even a question? With the praise I just gave her.
Yes, it is in question.
What about you, Sage?
I'm going Mayumi as well.
Mayumi. And what about you, Taco?
You know the hill I die on.
Aaron Yeager.
Of course.
Aaron Yeager.
He's so good.
He's not wrong. He puts in a great performance all the time.
Every time. No matter what show he's in, it's perfect.
I don't know what else he plays in. I actually have
he's in
not
like
looked at
everything.
it.
The guy who voices Aaron for Japanese, he's in a ton of stuff.
Yuki Kaji.
His list might be as big as Mayumi's.
Mayumi's?
Not bigger. Not bigger.
Well, he's 30 years younger than her.
Yeah, he's in a lot.
He plays Todoroki.
Yep.
He plays Kenma. Okay, hold up. No way, no shot he plays Kenma in Haikyuu. What does man's do? Put like a voice box in his throat to change his voice?
He might.
I can see Todoroki and Aaron, but Kenma? Meliodas?
He's in a ton of stuff.
Issei? Granted, I haven't heard Issei in sub, so I don't know what he sounds like in the sub.
But he's in a ton.
He plays Sonic?
Yeah.
Oh my god, he plays Jado? Okay, hold up. We're sidebarring right now because I gotta text Tony this.
So he's in so much. He might be Japanese Chris Sabat. Maybe not the multiple characters per show thing, but he's definitely in a lot.
He plays Koichi in JoJo's. He's definitely in a lot. He plays the main character of A Cell World. Of course he played. Of course, it's going to be the same in the sub as it is in the dub, where the same person plays Meliodas and Zeldris. He plays Totsuka in K. He plays Arita in Psychopaths. He plays the main villain in Blade of the Immortal. Okay. Wow, it just keeps going. His list is longer than Mayumi's. For being 30 years younger, his list is longer than Mayumi Tanaka's.
He's in a lot.
Wow.
And he's really good at everything.
Wow. With that said, Mayumi does take the vote, though.
Understandably so.
Like I said, she's a legend. And I think this one's unanimous. Would I be wrong in assuming that?
Wait, for what?
We have
English?
Abby... Yeah, for voice artist English, we have Abby Trott for Nezuko, which I can understand why people are like, why is she even on here? But
You have like four voice lines?
it was a very important voice line, and the scream. I haven't heard the dub scream yet. I haven't heard Abby scream yet.
Oh, it's great.
But if it's anywhere near close to the sub scream,
It's pretty close.
then that's top tier. I think Bryce should have got it for Inosuke, but Inosuke wasn't in this arc, unfortunately.
Bryce should have got it for Eren Yeager, but that's just me.
We have Austin Tyndall, who played Millions Knives. Now,
He did great.
he did great, but is it bad to say it would have been cool to see Johnny up there twice? Johnny as Vash.
Yeah, you have Ash and Ichigo up there.
Nick Wolford's voice actor did good too in the dub. So I could have seen Nick Wolford's being there.
Hey, you can also put him in as Sabo.
Sabo. Too bad Sabo had like no voice acting this year.
Hey.
Hey.
I see he shows up in Egghead.
Yes, he does.
I screeched like a little girl when I seen him. I like Sabo.
There was a new dump last week too of dub episodes, 1037 to 1048.
Oh.
You're at the pace where you're gonna have to switch to sub.
Maybe.
And I'm telling you,
I still have 200.
I'm telling you, you won't
I have like
regret
200.
it. You won't regret when you have to switch to sub.
We'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, we have Johnny Young Bosch as Ichigo Kurosaki. We have Lexi Nito as Tomo Aizawa. We have Marissa Duran as Sagiri, which I would have put Gabi Maru's for two reasons. I like the way Gabi Maru sounded in the dub.
Yep.
And it's Alejandro. It's Sayu. And then
I
we
feel
have...
like Gojo's voice actor was robbed.
I preferred his sub performance.
When the whole thing with Toji happened,
Yeah, I preferred the sub performance for that.
that's fair.
Granted, they were both just like diabolical.
Oh, they were great.
And I will say the translation for the English script at the end of that episode when they're carrying the corpse out,
Oh,
the dub script was better for that one. I will agree to that.
I'll never forget the end of the episode when after he kills Toji and he just looks at Gato, he goes, "I'm about to kill everyone in this room."
I could do it. It wouldn't even be a challenge.
It was so
Like,
perfect.
the way he was monotone with it, he was way more monotone than the sub. I will give the dub that. It was a great performance still. But I think we all can agree that Johnny gets this for Ichigo.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is another one of those unanimous yeah, it's that one.
Yeah.
So that's all of it. That's all 25 categories. So a quick rundown on the ones that were selected. We had Jujutsu Kaisen for Anime of the Year. We had One Piece for Best Continuing Series. We had Hell's Paradise for Best New Series. We had Black Clover, Sword of the Wizard King for Best Film. We had Buddy Daddies as Best Original Anime. We had Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba Swordsmith Village Arc for Best Animation. We had Trigun Stampede for Best Character Design. We had Shoto Goshizono for Best Director for JJK. We had Vinland Saga Season 2 for Best Cinematography. We had Demon Slayer for Best Art Direction. We had Tomo is a Girl for Best Romance. We had Mashal, Magic and Muscles for Best Comedy. We had Bleach, The 1,000-Year Blood War for Best Action. We had Mushoku Tensei, Jobless Reincarnation for Best Fantasy. We had Attack on Titan, the final chapters, Special 1 for Best Drama. We had Bocchi the Rock for Best Slice of Life. We had Eren Yeager for Best Main Character. We had Hanji Zoe for Best Supporting Character. We had Anya Forger for Must Protect at All Costs character. We have Where Our Blue Is from the first opening of JJK Season 2 for Best Anime Song. We had Attack on Titan, the final season, for Best Score. We had Where Our Blue Is for Best Opening Sequence as well. We had Koe Kogari for Best Ending Sequence. We had the legend herself, Mayumi Tanaka, for Best Voice Artist Japanese. And another legend, Johnny Young Bosch, for Best Voice Artist for English. As I struggle to get the camera, there we go. So that's our collective votes between the 5 of us together. Of course, our votes, you heard what they were during this. But let us know down in the comments what you think should win Anime of the Year, and what you think should win for any of these. Like, let us know in the comments. If you're watching this on YouTube, of course, let us know in the comments. Check out all the links in the description. Leave a like, subscribe. And we will see y'all tomorrow for Best Boys Love, Girls Love. And I already know everyone's going to hate this one in the group.
Get ready to read, bucko.
Oh, yeah. It's another heavy reading one. I will tell you, though, it was very
tomorrow's
hard.
episode title.
It was very hard to find 8 BL and 8 GL that were not H.
Oh, I believe it.
There are not many that are not H.
Oh, I believe it.
Of course, there's one big one for each category. Of course, you have Nana for the girls' love, and you have Banana Fish for the boys' love.
Just letting you know, tomorrow's episode, we already have the title. They can hear it right now. It's going to be called Audiobook. All right.
I don't think that will get clicks.
Rightfully so. It's still called Audiobook 100%. Call it book audio. We'll flip it around. I might get confused.
Oh, welcome to the audiobook madness.
Basically.
That's how I'm going to open up tomorrow's stream. If you're watching
We could
this
have
on
Tony
YouTube,
read it in like some ASMR.
if you're watching this on YouTube, this was the day before that you would have seen this. Because the madness comes out a day before the Wormhole on YouTube.
Yeah, it used to be like, you should look at it just the whole time. It's like ASMR style.
Oh god, my voice would not be able to do that for the entire 2 hours.
We'll have Cope do the mic tapping.
Like, my mic doesn't even pick up the tapping.
Oh, thank God.
my mic is so good at canceling out unnecessary noise. You can't hear my keyboards. If I try to whistle, it won't pick it up. I tap it, it won't pick it up.
That's a good thing.
Does it pick? Oh, it picks this up.
Yeah, pick that up. You tickled my eardrum with that. I don't know how you even did that.
It just
Jesus.
just came up to the mic and spoke softly. Like
Yeah,
it's not hard.
yeah. You can back up a little bit.
The problem is leaning down and like that and having to look at a monitor to read. That's the part that's gonna suck. Anyway, we hope to see you tomorrow. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're caught up to One Piece or My Hero, we got new chapters this week. So those came out on Monday and Tuesday. Make sure you check those out. We're gonna record them. If you're watching this live, we're gonna record them tomorrow. But
yes,
next week's Wormhole we don't have planned yet. So
we'll
it'll probably
figure it
be
out.
like we'll go live and figure out what we do like right before we go live.
Might be a tier list. Who knows?
Hey, we haven't done one in a while.
We should finish the quirks.
Dude, we still do need to finish that. Like, do I even have it still saved?
Yeah. The quirk started like the big first 2 episodes of season 2.
I don't have it saved.
Oh, it's rats. We are not doing that. And just scratch that.
Yep, scratch that because there's like 600 things on there.
Yeah, edit
Like,
that out.
We got through what, letter D?
Maybe.
We'll figure something
Maybe.
out though. It depends on what the chapters bring us tomorrow as well. We might do a
True.
My Hero one. We might do a One Piece one. It all depends on that. Hell, we could even do like a Dog's Red.
Oh,
You're caught up on that, aren't you?
Sidney Crosby is my favorite anime character of all time.
It's not an anime yet, so it's a manga character.
It don't matter. He's canon.
Yeah, we could do that though.
Oh, I'm down. Oh, we could do something with sports athletes being mentioned in whatever.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good bit.
Talk about professional.
Blue Lock mentions a ton.
Blue Lock mentions a ton. Haikyuu, not really. We'll have to look into it. But yeah,
Kuroku's mentions a lot.
but yeah, there we go. Sports is what we'll talk about next Saturday then.
Works for me.
So look forward to that. We're gonna be talking about real life athletes in sports mangas. So that's all we got. Go get yourself some Rogue Energy. Use the code the -5 at checkout. You get yourself 5% off. And any other closing words?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, comment what your choices would be for the Anime Awards. I think there's only one sound bit that's fitting to go out on today. Taco, you gonna say the line?
Oh, say homo get rumbled.
Monkey, monkey!